Edward Snowden has a book out. He should be pardoned. You know, some people are extremely perfect. Like, the guy went to save himself personally, frankly, after, and if we can understand that institutions make compromises and nothing is black or white, I think we can certainly accord that to somebody who, at enormous personal cost, exposed the most aggressive domestic spying program imaginable, or an extremely aggressive one. He has a book out. He wants to come to the United States, I believe. Here he is on Democracy Now! I just want to show Edward Snowden solidarity.
This is the reason I think, although this whistleblower is absolutely being mistreated by this White House, and this White House is doing absolutely everything they can to stop this person from communicating what the public needs to know to the public in a meaningful way so that we can evaluate it, I do not think they will succeed. Because in this case, the White House is in isolation and in a meaningful way in opposition to the Congress that feels their prerogatives are being stepped on by this. And that's quite unusual in the context of whistleblowing. Typically, we see all three branches of government align against the whistleblower. In this case, because the at least alleged bad behavior is so bright line clear, and because the White House is trying to deny Congress access to the complaint more so than the public itself, I think there are enough people who will go to bat for whoever this person is that they will end up all right. And that's actually a wonderful thing. It's not enough, and whistleblowers are today and will remain, unfortunately, a vulnerable class until we fix the broader system. But the most alarming part of what we see in the treatment of this person today by the White House is what every White House does. They try to make the conversation not about the allegations. They try to make the conversation about the source of the allegations. They want to talk about the whistleblower rather than the government's own wrongdoing. And we need to have access to the facts, and we need to hear this person out. Because it doesn't matter the provenance of an allegation. What matters is the proof of it. Is what this person is alleging to be true, in fact, true? And if it is, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah, and that's an important point, obviously, because a lot of the kind of, under the Trump administration, there's so much more sort of whistleblowers are all of a sudden praised by the certain part of the political, field who were quite willing to criminalize people just exposing NSA wrongdoing before. And of course, on the Trump side of the equation, let's look at Trump. Trump, and before everybody gets all freaked out, benefited from WikiLeaks. I have no comment beyond that about anything else about it. He benefited from WikiLeaks. He praised WikiLeaks when he was running for president. Then they unveiled the most horrifying indictment against Julian Assange, which, even though the Obama administration was very bad on journalism and whistleblowers, they did not go that far. They never unsealed an indictment, literally pressing charges against somebody for doing investigative journalism. And, of course, Chelsea Manning continues to be terrorized under those conditions as well. So, Edward Snowden, I think, is pointing out there there's the politics of whistleblowers, and then there's the fact that whistleblowers, whether they're exposing corporate or governmental wrongdoing, need to be protected, period, regardless of where it falls politically.